Our Chuck, and I will now perform the air brake test, starting with a safe start, which means that before I turn on the engine, I put the accessories on. All the lamps on the dashboard will come on for a few seconds, and I will look for the ABS light to come off, so that way the gauges get to recalibrate. So that's what I'll do. I put the accessories on. I look for the ABS light to come off. It just did. So now I know that it's safe to start to turn on the engine. So that's what I just did. Now we'll let the air build up to approximately 120 psi. When the air pressure reaches approximately 120 psi, the air dryer will send a burst of air to the governor to keep the air compressor from pumping air. So that's and when that happens, we will hear a noise. That's what it is. That is the air dryer sending a burst of air. So I look at the two air gauges over here. I have two because I have two air tanks. So the air pressure gauges were just about at approximately 120 psi. And we just heard the burst of air. At this point, what I will do, I will proceed with the air leak test. So I shut down the engine. I put the accessories back on. I apply the service brake with my foot. I release the parking brake. That yellow diamond over here, that's a parking brake. We push to release, we pull to apply. In this case, I will push because I want to release. And then I look at an initial drop of no more than 15 psi. So I look and I see an initial drop of no more than 15 psi. Then I look at an extra drop of no more than 3 psi per minute. So I look at my watch, and over the course of 1 minute, I should see no more than 3 additional psi as an air pressure drop. So that's what I do. Now I advise, unless the examiner says it's been a minute, let's move on to the next step, take that entire minute and observe your watch. Okay, it's been a minute, we're ready to move on to the next step, which is the low air pressure warning signal. So what I will do, I will fan off the brakes, the service brake with my foot, until the air pressure reaches approximately 60 psi. And at that point, there will be a light on my dashboard, and we will hear a buzzer also. These will indicate that the pressure level is dangerously low. So that's what I will do right now. This is it. We see the light, we hear the buzzer. At this point, I will keep fanning the brake. This is called the spring brake part of the test, until the air pressure reaches between 20 and 40 psi, or any other level that is specified by the manufacturer. And at that point, that yellow diamond, the parking brake, will pop out just like a spring. So that's what I will do right now. Sure enough, the parking brake popped out like a spring. So this completes my air brake test. At this point, I will turn on the engine again and let the air pressure build back up to approximately 120 psi. When it reaches approximately 60 psi, the light for low air pressure warning and the buzzer will come up. I can speed up the process a little bit by using the accelerator. This is it. The light and the buzzer just came off. Now, what I will do, that would be a good time to go get out of the vehicle, unchuck my wheels, and come back, because now we will test the service brake and the parking brake. So what I do, I make sure the air pressure is back up to approximately 120 psi. And in order to test my service brake, we heard the burst of air again. Now, in order to test my service brake, I will apply the service brake with my foot, put the transmission into drive, release the parking brake, let the vehicle roll at a speed that is no more than 5 miles per hour, and apply the service brake again, and confirm that the vehicle stops properly. It's not hanging from side to side, so we don't have any issues. The system works the way it's supposed to be. Now I will test the parking brake. So the parking brake, what I do, there are two ways to go about it. I can either let the vehicle roll as it is, no more than 5 miles per hour, and pull the parking brake to apply it, and we see again it works properly. Or what I can do, if I prefer, is to apply the parking brake and press the accelerator and confirm that the vehicle is not going anywhere, everything works properly. So this is it.